Hey, starting out solitary. It's week, I believe, 253, and we're talking about psychic attacks. I apologize, my voice is pretty shot, so I'll work with what I got. Psychic attacks, what do we do when we get one? For me, and I think for a lot of people, carrying or wearing certain crystals tend to be a very common practice. Often black crystals are meant to be protective. There are others you could use that might be more suited to you. This is something you would need to research to find out what crystal best suits your needs. But like an onyx would just be a solid good one, and obsidian as well, or black tourmaline. So those are just three quick ones off the top of my head. For me, I'm an empath, so I take a lot of extra on the brain from other folks, and emotionally. And it's something you really have to, even for those who aren't, who get psychic attacks or whatever, you really have to work on putting up your walls. Not like emotionally, like I have to be a cold person, but spiritually and metaphysically putting up your walls. Like a protective aura around you where shit can bounce off. And the easiest way, at least for me, what one suggestion was, like imagining you have the strongest material to make a wall out of and to see yourself surrounded by it, completely enclosed or just completely surrounded by it, so anything that comes at you will miss. And it's something you have to keep up, mentally, like just like you can't just do it once and then be like da, 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 go on with your day. Like you have to actively like repeat the process over and over again. It's a mental exercise. It's a spiritual exercise. But that's something a lot of people can do. You don't need like a wand or a magic sword from Harry Potter or something. It's just a healthy exercise, and this works as well to like not wanting to deal with certain stressors. So just imagine there's that wall around you. Now, if you know exactly the source that's causing it, avoiding that source is generally the best option, but sometimes that isn't an option. Um, so if you do like binding spells, because again, it depends on what type. Try to avoid curses and hexes, but a binding spell can halt someone's activity in that way, especially if it's not like on a physical level. It's just like psychic attacks. Binding is probably your best option. Um, there's quite a few different things you can do, but like I said, the crystals are probably the easiest metaphysical thing you can do by carrying them. And again, look up which one would work best for you, and for what type of psychic attack, because it can be emotional, it can just be straight mental, um, or it could be a bunch of different things. But crystals, binding, if it's someone specific, but if it's like general, just putting up a metaphysical wall, and remembering to fix it. It needs its upkeep to make it more useful. Visualization is a big thing, even for the mundane. So yeah, try that out, and if you have any questions, let me know. Talk to you later. Bye.